Everybody. So today's female fitness myth is that women must calorie restrict in order to lose weight. And it's an unfortunate mentality that I absolutely subscribed to for many years. I see my friends and my family sort of firmly hold on to this belief. And most frustratingly, I see it on the fitness influencers on Instagram and all over social media. And the basic premise that seems to come up again and again, or the argument for calorie restriction, goes like this. If I locked you in a concentration camp, or there's no fat people in a concentration camp, or if I dropped you in the desert, you'd come, you'd get out thinner. Yeah, you'd also lose your teeth and your hair. You'd be malnourished. You'd be delirious. And I would argue that both of those situations aren't really healthy. Now, personal trainers, generally speaking, are in the health business. We want the best for our clients. We want to help them thrive. We're not in the business of harming people, but we get confused. And so without judgment, I went through like a client list, and I had a look at the clients I've got that had lost weight. And absolutely, some of my clients lost weight through calorie restriction, but not many, like one or two out of the half dozen, out of the 100 or so that I looked at. Others lost weight through counseling. So they picked up a counsellor, started sorting their mental health issues, and lost weight. Walking regularly was a big one. Engaging in sport. One of my clients discovered snowboarding just one day, and all of a sudden was driving 6 hours to the snow every weekend. One of them contracted parasites, another got worms, another had a different infection. Hypothyroidism, anxiety. Another client went through a divorce, lost a stack of weight. Plenty following the Mediterranean diet, which is not calorie restriction. That's just eating for abundance. Following keto diet, paleo diet, Atkins diet. I have written them down. Whole food meal plans. Training 3 times a day, otherwise known as overtraining if you're not an athlete. So, out of all those reasons for losing weight, they're about 50-50 healthy and harmful, right? And that's the point I'm trying to make is, so if you want to lose weight, there are lots of ways to do it. Calorie restriction is not mandatory and doesn't work for everyone. So in all those scenarios, calorie restriction included, I have had clients gain weight. And there is a huge difference, if we're going back to our concentration camp analogy, between a starvation diet and calorie restriction, right? In calorie restrictive studies where they've measured the impact, it's worthwhile noting that they're supplementing. So they're supplementing nutrients and vitamins and making sure that their participants stay healthy and nourished, which personal trainers are not, it's not within their scope of practice to do that. So if you have a trainer who's telling you to calorie restrict and offering supplements, they're out of scope. They're not qualified to do that. If you are a trainer recommending calorie restriction and you're not offering supplements, you better hope you're also a nutritionist. So in studies, there are some mixed studies. There is some studies that show calorie restriction is good. So women, I'm just going to have a quick read of my notes. Women who are intermittent fasting, that has been shown to have a great impact on women with overweight women who have diabetes. Now, again, intermittent fasting is different to calorie restriction, and calorie restriction, again, different to a starvation diet. Calorie restricting with supplements has been shown to be bad for a menstruating woman with chronic stress conditions. There has been a balanced deficit diet has been shown to improve thyroid hormone function in overweight women, but a very low calorie diet, extremely low, has been shown to negatively impact thyroid function. So without a firm grasp on female health, women's hormones, how they fluctuate with cycle, you know, a really strong sort of science background in your nutrition studies, you just can't go there as a trainer. You need to be working with a team. And likewise, if you are a client, your trainer needs to refer you to a nutritionist. And obviously, if you're into you, Jade's a nutritionist, that's perfect. Personal trainers, you need to work with an appropriately qualified health professional if you've got a client who wants to diet to lose weight. It's not the be all and end all for weight loss. And in fact, especially women, calorie restrictions also been shown to affect our bone mineral density. And that when women are twice as likely to develop osteoporosis, that's kind of a big deal. So I guess the moral and what I'm getting at in a roundabout way is A, you do not have to calorie restrict to lose weight. Plenty of people lose weight through other means, some healthy, some harmful. B, calories restriction for weight loss works for a very small minority of women. And if you're going to use it as a weight loss tool, it needs to be supervised by an appropriately qualified health professional. And C, there's a ton of healthy ways to try and lose weight if you are a member of the general public that will look after your hormones, look after your bone mineral density as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment, criticisms as well, happy to hear them. And if you have, you know, a myth that you'd like me to untangle, just DM me or comment as well, and I will tackle that in coming weeks.